And as they work on their Little Mix designs, a very special visitor drops in.
It's funny, we're standing around in the studio and every time it gets dead quiet, we're like, okay, something effed up is gonna happen. And then we had some heels clopping up the stairs. And then I see Kimberley Walsh. Hi. And then the big homo in me is just like, another Girls Aloud member.
Kimberley Walsh is Nicola's bandmate in pop supergroup Girls Aloud. And Kimberley is in the studio to offer the team leaders some insider tips on working with a girl band.
She's hot. That's Kimberley from Girls Aloud.
It was amazing having two members of Girls Aloud in the building. I'm such a fan and I listen to the album all the time. Every time I'm listening and I hear Girls Aloud come on, I'm like, oh, it's Nicola, I know her.
Before Kimberley meets the team leaders, Nicola has a surprise for her.
Hello.
A collection of outfits from the Girls Aloud archive.
That is crazy. Look, it seems weird seeing them all laid out like this, doesn't it? It is actually quite weird doing this without the other girls, though, isn't it? It would freak them out, wouldn't it, to see them all? This is your worst one, isn't it?
This was for the Love Machine video.
You absolutely hate it.
Can we just point out how much fake tan is going on underneath in there?
Have they not been dry cleaned?
It's embedded in.
Oh, that really was the tan phase. Not anymore. But I do remember you absolutely hated this even at the time. I haven't seen one of these.
It stinks.
Since.
Of lube. Don't smell it.
That's disgusting. Oh, look at the crotch zip. That's really wrong.
Yeah. I wonder if we watch the video back, if you can see these zips. Like, obviously, these were like bathroom breaks.
They look really, really obscene. That's the most shocking, I think.
I can't believe I ever went there.
I think that because a lot of these are video outfits, take them out of the context of the video and it really does freak you out. Like, think that you were in a little bubble, a space bubble in that outfit.
It's only real when you're not around.
Shoulder pads and a halter. Yeah, vile.
You know when people used to say, oh, we don't wear much clothes and stuff, and we used to be like, why do people go on about it? That is why. So the reason I got you here is because the challenge this week is to design for Little Mix. So I thought it'd be nice to get the two lead designers in, because then we can chat to them and they'll see what it's like from the inside.
Our point of view,
yes,
yeah, that's
exactly.
a good idea. I'm sure we can give them some really good tips looking at the lycra behind me.
I'm actually really excited for you to meet the designers.
I know.
They're good.
Are they?
Yes. Like, I want to be in there more, like...
But at some point you have to say...
Goodbye, I know. That's really hard. Really hard.
It's really hard.
I don't know how Cheryl did it on her own.
No, she said
at least I've got Henry and...
the first time, and then I suppose...
Horrific.
You have to get used to it.
Guys, can I get Steve and Jacqueline into the office? Please. Hello.
Hi.
Steve, Kimberley.
I'm Steve, nice to meet you.
And Jacqueline.
Me and Steve went there and it was so nice. There was cupcakes, champagne. She was so lovely, so pretty.
So the reason I got you in here, and I've got Kimberley here today as well, is obviously the challenge is a girl band, and I thought it might be useful for me and Kimberley to answer any questions that you might have.
Amazing. I do have a question. Like, you know when you do like, you know, press outing kind of thing?
Yes.
Do you want to feel like comfortable or do you want to just look absolutely fabulous?
I think, well, me personally, I don't want to feel like I've just literally thrown something on, but comfort is more important because you're moving around without somebody having to pull a little bit in at the back or hold that. You know what I mean? It's got to move and be practical in terms of you can't have someone running in every 2 minutes and moving things around.
The winners, Jacqueline and Steve, got to have like a little tea, like afternoon tea, while the minions carry on working.
What's going on with that? Jackie and Steve getting a nice cup of tea. Where's my cup of tea?
Couldn't she possibly just come and say hello? Of course not. No. We've got to make some couture.
Like, how much input do you guys have into these outfits?
Yeah. Loads. We do spend a lot of time on the concept before it even gets to designing the
good.
And it goes with the tracks that we're doing.
And I think the thing is that we were brave as well. Like, my God, like, you've got to be brave to.
I mean, that freaked all of us out a little bit, didn't it?
Yeah.
Do you want to be like just to be individual, or more like have to look coherent with the other people?
I think
it depends on the situation.
It does depend on the situation, but I think for us as a group, 5 girls, there was always an element of compromise because it was to make the group look as good as it could possibly look, but obviously still keep each individual happy. Like, there were definitely times, I think, where each of us along the way kind of took one for the team because we were like, well, it's not really going to suit me the most, but I'll go with it.
So when you're doing fittings, is any of you like go first, or?
There was never any like, oh, so-and-so has to go first because they're going to get the pick of everything, because it was always, you know, tailored to each individual.
I would go first because I took the longest.
But Nicola would always take the longest.
Because you probably had more of an interest, did you? Like, if that, you
I
know,
was just really fussy.
By the end, she went last because I was like, I can't go after Nicola because I might be waiting there for 2 hours.